And we are live. What's up, everybody? We're back. I wanted to finish up this Matthew North video. Joe Rogan and Elon Musk exposed. Let's just dive back into it.
Something like a soul or energy or consciousnus or something like that. Yeah.
Yes, a form, like an Aquinas form, right? But yes, I think that those are actually two different things in Judaism as well. Like the idea of Tichiyat HaMetim, which is the idea of resurrection of the dead. That's a different idea than what happens after you die, right? Tichiyat HaMetim is the idea that eventually the Messiah comes, that we'll all be resurrected back in our physical bodies at a certain point, which, you know, honestly, given the nature of how science is moving and the possibilities of cloning is actually less crazy than it sounded probably a couple of thousand years ago.
Yeah.
I was born on Earth. I was the richest man on several planets by the age of 74. The first time.
Now, this is from a show which I believe is predictive programming, and it's all about transferring your consciousness into clones, which I think is the actual agenda. I think the whole concept, which is pushed by Esalen, is the idea that uploading your consciousness into this hive computer is not the actual agenda. I think that is a false agenda, like what Elon Musk promotes. The real agenda is using clones and other things like that. Bruce Damer also agrees with me. He'll speak the real agenda. That's what he does best. He talks openly about these things. And so, again, I think this is really what's going on.
When I died, I was 99. New technology transferred my consciousness to a new body. For 200.
It's kind of interesting, the idea of the whole hive mind concept being a total psyop. I mean, that's sort of like
What's hive mind?
The idea we're uploading our the whole idea of uploading our consciousness to one database and
moving it on to someone else or another body,
or just like that one Black Mirror episode I showed you where we talked about, to where you just exist sort of in a video game. Essentially, you could upload your consciousness. But I just thought it was interesting because it's always like, okay, we have so much awareness of AI and so much. Why is it being pushed for us to be so scared of AI and all of these movies and media?
They were pushing that shit on us when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, AI's coming. You better be. Look out. Terminator.
Yeah.
Skynet.
So there has to be some deception woven into what this. It's like aliens, like the whole idea.
Just literally aliens popped in my head.
Oh, really?
It's like the alien god.
Yeah. But yeah, gotta be discerning always.
In 63 years, I sleeved into new bodies, living on in perfect health.
A vault for your every memory, your every secret, immune to aging and disease. The body will decay, but your memories live on in someone else's body. Your new slave. This is a very stash. Makes death itself only a memory.
Sunday at the National Space Society's annual event. I'm talking about China's new Silk Road.
This is key here as well. I'm going to skip over this for now because that's going to be the next thing I mention here.
Its economy.
Actually,
Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, the two guys who can save us by opening a platinum highway in the sky. What does that mean? A platinum highway in the sky means a space economy.
I foresaw in Brave New World, partly by these new techniques of propaganda. They will do it by bypassing the sort of rational side of man and appealing to his subconscious and his deeper emotions and his physiology even, and so making him actually love his slavery. I mean, I think this is the danger, that actually people may be in some ways happy under the new regime.
So they love their slavery. First off, psychologically manipulated. Secondly, I'm offering you miracles. So you have your Peter Thiel types, your Elon Musk types offering you these miracles, these technologies, okay? Giving you this technology so you love them for it. And they use it as a method to control you, giving you these new plant-based psychedelic medicines. that might actually have some benefits, but they're using it as a method of control. They're the ones dictating it. They're the ones using it against you.
But they will be happy in situations where they oughtn't to be happy.
The fourth world.
Now, this is an actual agenda, the fourth world, and this is exactly what we see going on here.
No one really talks about the fourth world, do they? That's because we haven't seen the fourth world come about. The fourth world came up in the title of the Congress I attended. It was called the Fourth World Wilderness Congress. Maurice Strong said it was called the Fourth World because it was the fourth one of these environment congresses that Edmund de Rothschild had created. I learned later that the world order refers to the coming one world government as the fourth world. World control by the world order, where there is no more first, second, and third world. Just a boundaryless planet, which is called the fourth world wilderness. Yogis and shamans refer to
fourth world wilderness dictated via Israel at the center, at the hub.
Yikes.
But as the fourth world wilderness, the lostness of the mind. The lostness of the mind refers to the collective consciousness. Persons will be coerced through lies, drugs, fear, and pain to surrender themselves, their egos, to the collective consciousness. The fourth world will be a return to a society much like the Caesars or Babylon or the Fourth Reich.
It just reminded me, so the ego death, right? Isn't that a huge new age push? Yeah. Kill your ego, destroy the ego.
Destroy the individual inside of you.
Or the
ego is not all bad.
Well, no, it's a part of you. It's a tool. I forget where I read this or heard this, but the ego is, it serves as a purpose for us for separation, right? So if we had no ego, at the core, yes, we are all one. We're all one with the universe, everything. We're all energy. The ego is what separates us. And so it's how we can survive, how we can become, individuals, basically.
Libertarianism.
Or it's, individualism, preserving individualism and not getting so caught up in collectivism to where, you lose individual self. But that it's a point of separation needed for individuals to survive and develop. Of course, unharnessed, it can go crazy, obviously, and can lead to really bad things and personalities and
celebrities and rich people, getting lots of money and getting lots of too much attention.
And it can breed narcissism, really, at least, I guess what do they call it? It was like, there's like primary and secondary. Well, I know psychopathy, but there's the type of, basically, like some people, a very small percentage of the population is born without feeling empathy. They don't have the things firing off in their brain. But most people who are narcissists and sociopaths, it's from trauma, or it's passed on from their parents, their caregivers, or whatever. But so that lack of restrained, let's say, and controlled ego can be very destructive, but so can destroying the ego, or at least getting people to believe that it needs to be destroyed. It's not something that needs to be learned about and understood within themselves and be controlled. But
ego death.
Like ego death. Yeah. Well, that's that's a big an aim with psychedelics, with people. People,
at least something that's been attached to it.
Yeah, the tripping and going deep into, into those states. That's kind of like the goal, is what it said. Ayahuasca, DMT, Joe Rogan, hashtag.
This fictionalized societies described in Huxley's Brave New World and Brave New World Revisited and Orwell's classic 1984. We will flourish with only a whimper. The world order wants to create a new society out of the ashes of chaos. A collectivist fourth world, complete with a collectivist religion, collectivist finance, and unchecked world national socialism. The world order will offer Gaia, Mother Earth, to the masses.
I don't think national socialism. I think international socialism, and I think the universal basic income has a lot to do with that.
As the big brother image to worship in the fourth world.
It was with, but you can hang small dose.
Oh.
Cultural mission.
We'll play these clips in a moment here. I want to finish up while I'm talking about Esalen here and kind of give an example of what comes out of Esalen, you know, some of the operations that come out of it. So, Mind War. Michael Aquino, the famous Setian. The 5th degree of initiation is Maga, M-A-G-A. That's a 5th degree of initiation in the Temple of Set, which originates out of the Church of Satan, who he was also heavily involved with early on. So Aquino, who loves the Soviets, was very close with the Soviets. So let's read this. Aquino was deeply involved in what has been called the Revolution in Military Affairs, or RMA, the introduction of the most kooky, third-wave, New Age ideas into military long-range planning, which introduced such notions such as information warfare and cyber warfare into the Pentagon's lexicon. In the early 1980s, at the same time, Heidi and Alvin Toffler, mentioned him earlier, were spinning their Tavistock third-wave utopian claptrap to some of the Air Forces, which is Air Force Space Command, which Zach is a part of. Air Force's top brass, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Aquino, who is the first Army space officer, and other U.S. Army Colonel Paul Vallely, who completely supports Israel and supports the idea of Israel dictating the world. We're co-authoring an article for the Military Review. Now, that article, Mind War. So, Carol Marshall, or Sherry Seymour, who is the one who unraveled the whole Promise Gate scandal, very well-respected research, private investigator, very well respected. So she persists that the Vallely and Aquino paper, which is Mind War, virtually spawned the entire revolution in military affairs and its approach to warfare, military operations other than MOOTW, and viewing and its asymmetric approach to warfare and military operations other than MOOTW, and viewing mainstream media as potential mind war operatives or alternative media. In a follow-up U.S. Air Force Academy study, we learned why warfare must become multi-dimensional. The 5th dimension, information warfare, information overload. That's the 5th dimension of warfare. So this is from so the spectrum of conflict as portrayed in most readings is single dimension, linear, and continuous. It must be replaced by
That just reminds me, what's the quote? Drowning in information, starving for wisdom. So it's like a warfare tactic.
A multi-dimensional model, perhaps even a non-linear and discontinuous. Topographical mathematicians would call it a manifold, hence the name conflict manifold. Its primary characteristic is multidimensional. Now, the guy who termed the intellectual dark web is a mathematician. And as we see with this Trump media, the nonlinear warfare is completely out of control. Let's listen to
Psyops.
This.
Yep, bread and circuses.
It's almost like there's too many things happening for one person to pay attention to all of them. And if you're only focusing
informational overload.
Yes,
exactly.
If you're only
information overload, non-linear warfare. So Mind War, which originates out of Esalen, according to Michael Aquino. Let me see if I can right here. This is where he admits it. He's admitted it a bunch of times, but this is a clip that you should go watch. He comes out of Esalen. Excuse me, I don't know what happened there. It comes out of Esalen, the Esalen Institute. It comes out of studies, unpublished papers called the Transformation Project, where according to him, they were studying thought architecture, or how to manipulate the subconscious mind, how to dictate the subconscious mind, where 95% of your thought process, that's a conservative number, 95% of your thought process takes place. So your database that you're pulling information from, your the external stimuli that you absorb to create your algorithmic thinking, your initial thought, your conscious thought, is being pulled from the subconscious. So these guys were working out via the Esalen Institute, who actually Aquino got in contact with these guys because of their published works with the Soviet influence, their published works with Soviet thought architecture, which Aquino somehow intimately knew, the Soviet research there. So this is the core structure of Mind War, which is exactly what Alex Jones's operation is. Oh man, I should have that clip ready. Shoot. I'll insert it in here.
Like it. We have the zeitgeist. If you wanted to use an allegory, InfoWars has pulled the sword Excalibur. Others can't pull it. We pulled it. Trump pulled it. You pulled it. But if you don't use Excalibur, it's worthless. I am using Excalibur. Doesn't mean I'm perfect. Doesn't mean I'm not going to make mistakes or stumble or fall. Or at the end of this, not make it myself. But the new republic, the rebirth, will be launched. That's what it's all about. All right. Boy, you know, Scott Adams, CNN is losing the mind war. I have some smart advisors, but I do what I think I should do. They've begged me not to tell you this. But I will, because my weapon is the truth.
This is from the Mind War paper that spawned the revolution in military affairs, the future Soviet warfare theory within this country. These media are, of course, the electronic media, television and radio. Alex was one of the first TV radio broadcasters. That's what a podcast essentially is, television, radio. State-of-the-art developments in satellite communication and video recording techniques. Remember, this is in 1980. Like the sword Excalibur, we have to reach out and seize this tool. And it can transform the world for us if we have the courage and the integrity to enhance civilization with it. If we do not accept Excalibur, then we relinquish our ability to inspire foreign cultures with our morality. If they then desire moralities unsatisfactory to us, we have no choice but to fight them on a more brutish level. So I'm not sure why I don't have the rest of it in there, but anyway, the core structure of Mind War is this and weaponizing truth, using truth as a weapon. The Mind War operative must know that he speaks the truth. So taking bits of truthful information and using it as a weapon.
Yep. Hide the poison in the sugar.
And our boy Bruce Damer knows all about Annie Marshall, and we'll get into Bruce Damer here in a minute.
Branch. So Andrew Marshall is one of these. He's a shaman. He goes very quiet between communities, and what he decided to do. Get this.
So he's a shaman. Now Andrew Marshall's the guy who initially instated, heavily involved in 9/11 as well. Andrew Marshall is the guy. He was originally appointed under Nixon, and he's the one who took Aquino and Valley's papers and their ideas and everybody else who was promoting it and instated it within this country. It stated the future Soviet warfare theories. Now, in the Project for the New American Century, they say take advantage, post-2001, take advantage of these future Soviet warfare theories. And we've certainly seen that happen. So he calls himself a shaman, code word shamanism. So again, he says he's a shaman. He very quietly goes in between communities. So you could look at like Rogan's podcast. He's essentially a shaman on his podcast where he goes and snakes in between these communities.
We do some kind of a practice. It's sort of a kind of global, multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-technic shamanism. And I've been doing this for about 25 years. And what that is what I call put yourself on the shelf. Get the idea? Yourself is parked on the shelf, and then you dive into another world. And for me, this has been these delightful worlds of Pentagon think tanks, NASA mission design,
etc. Okay. So that's Bruce Damer. And again, like I said, we'll get into him in a moment. Oh, here's from Joe Rogan's podcast.
Gerlach? What is Gerlach?
Gerlach. Oh, you haven't been out there, huh?
No. I love hippies in small doses. Hippies to me are like pizza. I just can't eat pizza every day for like a month.
I was with, but you can hang around Pentagon people. And
yes, I could probably hang around your camp. But if I went out there with really dirty people.
With Sherpas.
Sherpas. They brought Sherpas.
They're white people.
White Sherpas.
They're servers for the billionaires in their billionaire camps.
Oh, that's too much.
And they have walls of motorhomes around.
I want to hang out with 100.
So he's over there at Burning Man, which is another excellent type of deal. Major importance with Burning Man. And he has these white slaves that are serving the billionaires in their billionaire class, which is what he is, high-level DOD, etc. And he wants Joe Rogan to come out with him. Now, I also want you to look at that shirt, Mad Scientist. Now, I posted this interview in my community section on my YouTube channel. Check that out. And I put an emphasis on Mad Scientist. I said, Mad or Mao Scientist for a better tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't tell.
And that was a couple weeks before the Joe Rogan podcast with Alex Jones. Let's listen to what Alex had to say.
They're making their move right now.
Who's they?
The globalist technocracy, the mad scientists, the guys that want to learn the secrets of the universe.
So
probably already have them.
The mad scientists. Interesting statement there, Alex. The mad scientists. So this is Bruce Damer with. I might as well just get all this out of the way right now. This is Bruce Damer talking to Joe about Dennis.
There's only been 2 people ever that Dennis McKenna has recommended for this podcast. You and Josh Wickerham. So that puts you in very lofty company.
Dennis McKenna recommended Bruce Damer on Joe Rogan's podcast. Interesting. Wow. Dennis McKenna, of course, heavily involved in maps and everything we've covered.
Here's a secret that I'll tell you on air.
Oh, well, it won't be a secret. It won't
be a secret.
Might want to mime it.
So Dennis hasn't been to Burning Man.
Dennis McKenna. Good. Me and him, same page.
So
Two old guys who don't want to party with young kids.
So I told him to tell you that Dennis would only go to Burning Man if you went.
Oh, did you do it the opposite way? You're playing us against each other?
There you go.
Yeah, that doesn't work with me, but thanks. That's sweet.
So Gerlach
I would go anywhere with him, though. Honestly.
You go anywhere with Dennis.
Yeah, I really would go with him just to talk to him for days.
Yeah, he's amazing. The world's most amazing.
Okay, and then also I wanted to point out there that was total LA vibes by Rogan there. I mean, complete LA. Like, oh, thanks, that was sweet. Like, okay, Joe. Anyway, I want to wrap this up or move on to some of the Pentagon connections with Joe and his whole operation here quickly, because I was talking about Jones and Mind War and stuff like that. This is interesting. Doom. This is just an extra connection. Doom was created by the military, initially funded by the U.S. Marine Corps, to train people how to kill other human beings. This is all admitted. You can read articles about it. And who was a major proponent of promoting Doom? Joe Rogan. They also made the video game Quake, which he still promotes. And Alex Jones promotes Doom as well. So Doom, this is actually one of the most iconic images from when I was younger. I used to see this picture everywhere, and there's the Doom in the background. And there's Alex Jones promoting Doom, wearing the wristband. So it's like this game created by military intelligence is given to these information age assets to spread to the public. Just like other information and other agendas are given them to spread to the public. Again, Doom. Okay, so I want to move on into Joe Rogan's producer here real quick. And Joe Rogan's producer, Jamie, is pretty self-explanatory to me, or at least should be. Now, I want you to ask yourself this question. Joe Rogan has one of the highest level podcasts out there. And he has a producer that struggles. He's not a very good producer. He's not horrible. He's better than I would be, but he struggles to produce his show. He's always having issues. There's always technical issues. Ask yourself, why would Joe keep someone like that who can't run the show properly at his level? Why is that? Well, first
Wait, so just think, he went from Brian Redband, to Jamie, who is equally as incompetent. I mean, it could be argued that Redband has way more creative input and capability than Jamie, who's just kind of like a shitty co-host.
Remember how triggered Jamie got when what's his butt was talking about nukes not being real?
Oh, which guest was that? Yeah,
it was,
he did.
What's this, the jiu-jitsu boy, 10th Planet?
Eddie
Bravo.
Eddie Bravo, yeah.
Remember when Joe was flipping out on Eddie? Like, don't even talk about that. He was
Jamie got
flipping
pissed.
out, and Jamie's like, I went to school for nuclear engineering. I know. Like, he was like freaking out, and Eddie's just like, I don't know that. You don't know that either. You just got taught that in school. Like, yeah, I don't know what a mushroom cloud, like, we've been taught what a nuke looks like because there's a mushroom cloud, but when it turns out every bomb makes a mushroom cloud. So it's like, that's all Eddie was saying. They're all, you know, it's a nuke because you see the mushroom cloud. And Eddie's just like, how do you fucking know that? What are you talking about? And like, those dudes went ballistic on him.
That's right, yeah.
It must have been No Nut November or something, because like Joe was like off the rails.
Or the sober month.
October.
Yeah, sober October. Joe gets really, really
cranky.
Nasty.
Yeah.
When he doesn't smoke weed.
He starts acting like Tony Hinchcliffe a little bit.
Yeah, like real sassy.
Yeah, that catty.
Like in a more evil way. Like Tony's like, shut up, you know?
Yeah. He's the sassy catty kind of dude.
Totally.
I was gonna say about that whole nuke thing too. We should like one of these times or like sometime pull up that clip from Charles on MDE, because like they did a whole breakdown where they were like showing how they like faked that whole like matchstick house pretty much.
Yeah. Are you talking about when they're on the podcast together and they were just watching it?
Yeah.
Oh,
like, I'd never seen that, and then when he broke it down, I was like, okay, there might be something to that.
Oh, dude, I got some other no nukes being fake stuff we'll get into also. Maybe we'll do that next week.
Okay, yeah, that radiation video you shared a while back, that was really interesting. That one about like plutonium and all that.
The Galen Windsor?
I think so, yeah. The dude who was like saying he was able to like swim in the like pools of the plutonium.
Yeah, he designed like
Galen.
80% of the nuclear reactors in the United States, and he used to, and during his get your tail out of my face, cat. During his lectures, he would eat plutonium, and like he's like, there's nothing. He's like, all of a sudden they just started telling us not to touch it, and we were just like, no. And then like he got like court-martialed over it or something.
Yeah.
So like they used to just touch the shit all the time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they're all, no, it's radioactive. But like, what better way to keep something from not being stolen, or keep something from being stolen, than to tell you if you get near it, you die, you know? So it's like, or, you know, well, that's one part of it, but that's what he explained. But I don't think nuclear radiation is damaging in the least bit. I think it's all a hoax. It's all big, scary guy in the closet, you know, just like Osama bin Laden and terrorists and COVID and all these things that the government has to scare us with in order for us to keep, in order for them to keep themselves relevant. Because they don't have, like if there's no boogeymen, then why we're going to be like, why are we paying our taxes to these guys? They aren't doing anything. So they got to keep making shit up. But anyway, we'll get back. Well,
one more thing. We will get back to it, and then we'll have to watch that clip of like, I think it's a PGL podcast with Charles, because that's like they have like a great reaction to it too, because Nick's kind of like a normie, and so it's funny like seeing him sort of just like being exposed to it. But about
Nick's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nick's funny. Like Sam's whatever, but like Nick's fucking funny. Like he's a funny dude.
He's just got that car salesman vibe that's just perfect.
Yeah.
Wheeling and dealing. Yeah.
Totally.
They
But
just
this
seem like rich kids to me. You know,
Yeah.
like Orange County, Newport Beach kids that I grew
well,
up
they are
with.
just like on the
Yeah.
East Coast, though.
Yeah.
They're like East Coast, like
Reddit,
upper middle class.
Yeah, rich Redditors.
Yeah. Rhode Island suburbs.
Yeah, no, Sam's like more of a 4chaner. Really.
Yeah, and he's like the most rich
He
kid.
seems hella normie. Sam
Yeah.
seems super
In
normie.
certain ways, yeah, but
He's very red pilled.
yeah, exactly. He's red pilled, like super red pilled,
Yeah.
quote unquote. But yeah, anyways, I have there's some juicy stuff about, but we'll save that for next week. Well, our nuke's real, right? I don't know, one of our shows. All right, we'll just finish this up.
I want to show you this.
And I've talked to a lot of people in law enforcement, military.
So Joe hangs out with a lot of people in law enforcement and military. Now, this is an interesting story Jamie told on the podcast.
So does Alex Jones.
Yeah, a friend of my dad in the 80s, he was on his way, I believe, to Beirut, and he was being tracked. He found out once he got back, he met Ronald Reagan, and when he met President Reagan, he said, "It's nice to meet you. We've been following you." And he's like, "Excuse me? Been following me?" So yeah, we found out there was like a threat like after you. Like, I think he fainted on the spot or something like that. He had no idea.
There was a threat.
Yeah. He was just going to deliver hot dogs. His name was Hot Dog Harry. He was trying to like help the troops and stuff.
What was the threat?
They were trying to kill him.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
at one
delivering
point,
hot
yeah,
dogs?
at one point a car pulled up next to him and a guy with a gun had it like right up to his head, and the cab driver thankfully knew what was happening, like took off, and he didn't die. But,
Why were they going to kill him just for delivering hot
I
dogs?
don't remember the exact situation. Like, they weren't happy he was over there trying to help.
So Hot Dog Harry sounds like an intelligence asset to me. And I think that's exactly what he was.
Yeah.
For example, let me do this first. Okay, so you should watch this on your own. I'm not going to play the whole clip here, but Operation America Loves You was where they were delivering hot dogs in Beirut, and Hot Dog Harry was involved there with Jamie's dad, Michael Vernon, who we'll get into here in a minute. So, book says Israel could have prevented 1983 barracks bombing with AM spybook pan. Okay, so, or in Lebanon, excuse me, Hot Dog Harry was there a week before this massive casualty of Marines blown up. And Israel could have prevented it. Now, this is the same story over and over again. Israel sets up our American troops to die for their benefit. And you're trying to tell me Hot Dog Harry was there a week before just delivering hot dogs, and people were trying to kill him and everything just for delivering hot dogs? Doesn't make sense. Sounds like an intelligence asset. Sounds like a Mossad asset to me. So let's go to Hot Dog Harry here. Let me show you Hot Dog Harry first. So let me show you a picture here of Hot Dog Harry, Jamie's dad's friend, best friend.
Check out Hot Dog
Here
Harry.
he is.
What?
And of course,
Hot Dog Harry's a communist.
He's Jewish, and here he is rocking the CCCP.
Hipster Jew.
Soviet
I've seen a lot of
Union.
hippies,
Sure.
hipsters
He
wear
also
that
spent
shirt.
time in the Soviet Union as well. You're trying to tell me
Why?
he's not a Mossad asset? I mean, give me a break. So this is from Jamie's dad's book about Hot Dog Harry. So he was Barbara Streisand. This is before she was famous. He was he used to sell sewing machines, and he was going to repo her sewing machine, and she asked him if he's Jewish, and he said, of course, yes. Harry asked, Harry, work with me here. I won't let you down. And of course, he worked with her. Today we know her as Miss James Brolin. That's right, the movie star, the legendary singer and producer, Miss Barbara Streisand. So, of course, he's Jewish and he's working with other Jews. That just shows you how they operate. He met famous people like Trumpman Capote and Tennessee Williams when he was younger.
Trumpman Capote.
A Jewish lawyer could help. Being a good Jew, that's what you do. He helped a Jewish lawyer get out of Havana, who helped him. And this was an interesting quote. Harry's life is blessed to have the right people come into it at just the right times. Now, that is because he's Jewish, and that's how it works for Jews. They help each other out. It's that simple. And
sorry, really quick, Braxton, have you seen those? Like, there's someone on YouTube who clips PGL, the Sam Hyde's podcast, and whenever they say, like, they'll talk about like whatever conspiracy stuff a lot, especially when Charles is on, but this clipper, whenever they say Jewish, they bleep it out and then they insert
Silly Billy.
Oh, either Silly Billy or Brazilian. And so like at first, like it took me a couple watches. I'm like, wait, like, what are they talking about these Brazilians?
No, it's when he says anything for gays. It's Silly Billy.
Oh, okay.
Silly Billies.
Silly Billies.
And,
yeah.
Brazilians.
But yeah, these damn Brazilians. Like,
like we were talking about that thing with Argentina, where like a lot of Jewish people were going down there, and it's like maybe that's where the Brazilians thing came from, unless it's just some weird one-off thing that he's decided to do. I like that.
One more quote from Michael Vernon's book, Jamie's Dad, about Hot Dog Harry. Harry explained when he was delivering a sewing machine to the Rothschilds that his parents used to know them in the old country. So Hot Dog Harry used to deliver things to the Rothschilds' house, and he said his parents used to know the Rothschilds in the old country. Interesting connection, Hot Dog Harry. Interesting connection. So let's just go through some of these pictures. This is from Jamie's dad's Facebook. So just to prove that it's his dad. Military family. Salute to my class. 1576 Battalion 2, NAS, Pensacola. That's his class. He is Navy. Michael Vernon, his father is Navy. And his base that he came out of specializes in information warfare. That's very interesting. And then Michael went on to create a radio station. There is the radio station. There's Hot Dog Harry.
Oh.
Hot Dog Harry. Some stuff about Hot Dog Harry. There he is.
Damn,
there he is
Hot
again.
Dog Harry.
Military family. Jamie. Tagged him in it. So yeah, you get the idea here. That's who. There he is. There's Jamie and his father. So my question is, why does Rogan keep Jamie? Why is Jamie still producing the Joe Rogan podcast if he's not that good? Well, it's very simple. He comes from a military family. It's because of his military pedigree. Joe Rogan's podcast is an operation. It's not what you think it is. It's not organic. I had mentioned Bruce Damer before.
The Joe Rogan operation.
And this is a very important, interesting connection. Now, this is a book from Howard Bloom, who is one of those intellectual dark web types. He hangs out with the same circles, and he's also involved in the counterculture. He claims that he is the one who actually started it. So let me play this clip real quick in reference to Howard Bloom. This is very important. This is a very important deception that these people are involved in.
Sunday at the National Space Society's annual event. I'm talking about China's new Silk Road versus America's highway in the sky. The new Silk Road, the Chinese government's going to put in.
So if you're unaware of the Belt and Road Initiative, the New Silk Road, unfortunately, I can't direct you to securing our interest. They used to have a wonderful website full of references and articles that you could really dive into it and understand that Israel, China, and Russia are taking over the trade, and it's going to be dictated from Israel in the center, like the old Clovis map. They're taking it over, the Belt and Road Initiative, and America's nowhere in the picture. So nobody knows about the Belt and Road Initiative except for this guy. And you'll see what he's banking, what his solution for it is, but it's really a scam. It's a pipe dream to take away from us actually doing something to prevent this Belt and Road Initiative by creating a space economy. Okay, so that's like mining asteroids and things that are impossible. I promise you they're impossible. It can't happen, and it never will happen. It's a pipe dream that people are going to dump money into, and that money is going to be taken and funneled into other operations for the bigger plan, the Brave New World.
$1 trillion. It's total of a $20 trillion project. It pulls together something like 66 countries and 3.3 billion people. And I co-founded and chaired something called the Asian Space Technology Summit in Kuala Lumpur last May, just about exactly a year ago. And it was obvious, being in Malaysia, that China has bought Malaysia's heart, that Americans don't count for much anymore because the Chinese are already spending money. They already own 15 to 20 ports. They own 15 to 20 ports. Piraeus, which is the port of Athens, the city that was the cradle of Western civilization, guess who owns it? The Chinese. And they're upgrading these ports to do things that no port we've ever seen before has been able to do. So because they have a big vision, a really big vision, they're going to dominate the 21st century.
Now, what he's leaving out is Israel is the main driver behind all this. And Russia benefits as well. The Soviet Union benefits as well.
Was the American century. This is going to be the Chinese century, unless we counter with an equally big vision. And the big visions are not coming from Donald Trump in Washington, D.C., or from senators and congressmen. They are coming from precisely the people you fingered. They're coming from Washington. They're coming from California. They're coming from Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, the two guys who can save us by opening a platinum highway in the sky. What does that mean? A platinum highway in the sky means a space economy.
Okay, to all those who have stimulated and sustained me. And then he includes Bruce Damer. And then, Timothy Leary's in here somewhere. A lot of the
fingers
people.
Yeah,
Howard Bloom talking on a message board with Bruce Damer. Now, Bruce Damer is the one who introduced Terrence McKenna to virtual reality. He's the one who set up the satellite on Terrence's house in Hawaii, etc. We've been talking about Bruce Damer, the shaman. Okay, so Howard Bloom talking to Bruce Damer about, no, this is Channel 4. Richard Metzger from disinfo.com. Disinfo.com.
Like the other Metzger?
Channel 4.
Kurt Metzger?
Disinfo.com.
Yeah, dad.
These are big connections here.
Could be.
What's he doing?
Relaxing white noise.
So this is Disinformation, the company. That logo is actually interesting in itself. But let's look at key people here. Matt Staggs. Matt Staggs. Who is that? That's Joe Rogan's producer. Okay? Let's just pull that up real quick. Twitter. Now, here he is. This is Joe Rogan's talent booker, the guy behind the scenes. Okay? There's many guys behind the scenes with Joe Rogan, and this is one of them. And he is a key person with Disinfo, working with Bruce Damer, etc., working with Howard Bloom, Bruce Damer, etc. Channel 4. Now, what do we have under documentary films? Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement. That is Alex Jones's film. Now, that Endgame title he took from Paul Vallely, the guy I mentioned before with the future Soviet warfare theories. That was initially coined by him, that Alex Jones took from him. But it's interesting, we see Disinfo working with, right, Joe Rogan's talent booker, the guy behind the scenes, working with Alex Jones. Disinfo working with Alex Jones, as well as Channel 4.
Uh-oh.
Now, Channel 4 worked with John Ronson. John Ronson is the guy who wrote The Men Who Stare at Goats. Now, this is an interesting connection here. John Ronson. So we're just tying this up with some military connections. John Ronson is the guy who Alex Jones snuck into Bohemian Grove with. So John Ronson, working with the BBC at that point, is the guy who snuck into Bohemian Grove with Alex Jones, which kickstarted him. So here we see Alex and John hanging out. Alex having John on his show. And Joe and John hang out. And Joe has John on his show. Okay, so are we seeing how these networks play in with each other? Now, Alex on his last podcast with Joe was talking about how they were in films 20 years ago together. They were in John Ronson's films for the BBC or Channel 4, right, working with Disinfo. Interesting name, right? And then you can go double check Matt Staggs. You can pull up his podcast for Disinfo. He's very interested in concussions, just like Joe is. Very interested.
Oh, you're muted.
Wait, so I was just asking. Hold on, I was just asking who broke into Bohemian Grove. If not, you weren't talking about the Alex Jones video.
No, we just watched that video of that kid that snuck in there in the middle of the night.
Oh, like recently.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
And he goes into the owl and goes into all the buildings and pees in the altar.
Yeah.
Dude went all over the place.
I totally forgot about that.
And there were these rooms that were lit, and he'd look in the rooms, and there are all these weird murals on the wall. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Weird murals on the wall. And just overall creepy vibe. Weird place. I think we accidentally called there once.
Man, I have to check that out.
We should pull it up.
Yeah, maybe we should watch it. No, so that was a prank. So a random Facebook friend just sends me a Facebook message one day. It was like, it's just a number and it's like, call this right now. And I was like, hey, all right. So I call it. Remember, I call on speakerphone and it's all, hello, Bohemian Grove, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, shit.
The front desk or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, I hang up. So it was a pretty good prank. But yeah, let's see. Let's
I'm
find.
gonna look it up.
Yeah, man breaks into Bohemian Grove.
I remember Kid Rock had some comments on Bohemian Grove recently that he didn't fit in. I guess he was like a black sheep at the weird people party.
Bohemian Grove.
He was invited and went and then discussed his experience.
Yeah, can't remember what that was on, but yeah, that popped up randomly, and he was saying it was just pretty much a bunch of weirdos. He didn't get along with anybody.
All right, I have it right here. It's called I Snuck into Bohemian Grove.
Was that on GRE he was talking about it or something?
It might have been. It was when he was making his rounds recently. Probably around the time he became the new spokesperson for Bud Light or whatever that was.
Yeah. God.
And Shane Gillis too.
Yeah, they had to throw the balance back off by adding Shane Gillis.
He got a little too much freedom going on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Well, Shane Gillis is perfect because he's like, he got kicked off SNL, so he's like ultimate canceled guy.
No, but he went
but
back
on the
on, and
edge
now
of
he's
like
like a
underground, and then now he's like obviously mainstream. So you can see he like is uncomfortable on other edgier people's podcasts.
Yeah, but he went back on. He got invited back on SNL, and then was like, he's like kissing SNL's ass now, and so he was on the like what are those guys? Skankfest? Skank?
Yeah.
What's their
oh, I forget.
Legion of Skanks?
Yeah, there you go.
He was on Legion of Skanks, and they were like trying to get him to talk about like be real and talk about the experience, and he was just like, no, those people are all great. You know, they were like trying to make fun of like some of the cast, and Shane's just like, no, dude, and he was like getting like kind of defensive about it, and like it was like, oh, he's kissing ass because he wants to obviously wants to make a shitload of money.
Well, and he has big corporate sponsors now, and he's like,
he
don't want to mess up that contract. Or
he
whatever.
can't be edgy anymore, basically.
Yeah. How do I change tabs on StreamYard?
Go stop screen down at the bottom. Get out of here, Steve.
You got some attitude tonight.
Cat wants to be in our faces all the time.
Yeah, you see he was like coming right up to the camera. Like, what are you guys doing? All right.
It's my time.
Then go to present. Yeah, start screen. Then click on it.
All right. So I snuck into Bohemian Grove. I'm so glad you brought this up. I forgot about this. All right.
Yeah.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, I'm good. I gotta run.
An invite-only secret society of American elites gather in the woods 2 weeks out of every year to decide the future of the world and conduct human sacrifice rituals in front of a 40-foot owl god named Moloch. Or so the rumors say. Many have begun wondering what actually goes down here after famous boxer Ryan Garcia said this.
The babies, guys, babies. They're eating babies, literally. And I'm the crazy one.
So they're in with these bankers and former presidents, and some guy brings over something that it's an effigy that's supposed to be a body, and they drop it on the fire, and they're all worshiping an owl god.
But before I sneak into the grove, what do the locals nearby know? Right in front of me, we got the hoot owl. You guys know what the owl is?
Well, yeah, that's no.
Oh, no? No, we're just walking around and talking. I thought you saw it. We can walk away, though. We're just trying to learn what's going on with the owl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't know?
The locals were immediately on guard. Do you know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I worked there before, yeah.
You worked there? Whoa, what did you see?
No way.
A lot of things that I cannot talk about.
Actually?
Yeah.
Would you give us, theoretically, what might you have seen if someone were to work there?
I cannot talk about that.
Did you sign a document?
Nope, but I cannot talk about it.
Did you partake in anything?
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Okay. Wow.
Just be careful, okay?
Be careful. Do you think we're dealing with things that are much more powerful than
I can say.
What did he see? You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
Yeah, I used to work there like 10, 15 years ago. Oh, I don't want to be on camera.
Oh.
You know, they planned the bombing for Hiroshima.
What was that?
Never mind.
Everyone here knew something about the Grove until they saw my little camera.
It's probably not a good place to be going unless you know what you're doing.
They all have unemployment coming from Bohemian Grove.
Right? Is that what it is?
People up there.
Trying to get in?
Yeah, like everybody.
Oh, he was in the club?
Yeah.
Who was he?
He's Mason.
Oh, he's Mason.
39th.
You inherit as well? He's free as well?
I can't disclose that.
Okay. Is there anything we should know?
Probably not. Probably you don't want to mess with it.
Okay.
No, I'm done here.
All right. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate you. That's it. What would happen?
I don't know.
You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I know lots about the Bohemian Grove.
Would you like to share?
No.
Is there some darkness to it?
Don't film me. Hit the road.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really get up there, though.
Can't get in? You seen any crazy things or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of naughty goes up there, you know. They just go free and let loose.
But luckily, I found a nearby crystal store with a lady who claimed to have folded George Bush's underwear when they came to town. Anything about the Bohemian Grove?
Too much.
Too much? What do you know?
I have actually folded laundry for the Bohemian Grove before when I needed to. So all of their laundry is processed through the laundromat that is around the corner. So I've folded George Bush's sheets, for heaven's sakes. You will start to see a lot of helicopters flying in directly to the property. Bill Clinton's been there, George Bush has been there. It has been rumored that the next president is always decided there before it occurs, but that is a rumor. I've literally had Grovers. Some dude forgot his credit card and handed me his Grove card as collateral. And I'm like,
Grove ID.
And before the Grove happens, you watch a bunch of limos with high-end hookers come in. They're not allowed to bring women back to the facility, but the boys will stay off campus there. The other things that happen is they hit up all of the locals on where they can get drugs every effing year. There was a gentleman that I was blessed to serve at Main Street's bar for about 6 years. He actually lived on the Grove year-round. You have to be exceptionally rich. You have to be like vetted in through family. And I believe he spent his dying years there. He was actually one of the really nice dudes. He would come into Main Street 3 times a week for dinner and drinks. It matters not what you have in life. It is how you treat others. So he was one of those that treated the janitor and the CEO with the same dignity and respect. But not all Grovers are the same.
The owl is in his leafy temple. Let all within the grove be reverent before him.
While only elite, wealthy, and famous men are invited, combined with the extreme secrecy and security, this is the only real footage captured inside the event by Alex Jones in the year 2000. Some believe a real human was being burned alive during the ceremony, and others believe these guys were just hammered, goofing around, letting loose, and talking business, and that there's nothing demonic or satanic going on here.
You think they're all fornicating with one another?
Would not surprise me.
Yeah.
That's where all the big wigs hang out.
Okay.
That's where they party.
What big wigs are we talking?
Everybody, White House people.
You've been invited?
No.
Would you go if you were?
I have. Oh yeah, I would. See, last time was what's his name running for president? Al Gore.
Okay.
He came through with his crowd, you know, black SUVs and all that stuff, and invited him in for a cocktail, but he refused that one. But they were on their way to the Grove at the time.
Do you think y'all fornicate with one another?
Oh, I know they do.
You have proof?
No.
They have some rituals and stuff, and you have to like pay a large fee to be part of them.
All the weird stuff I think happens out at the Bohemian. I really don't know, except for just hearing stories.
That was a nephew.
They don't have to know. I don't. I'd rather not know.
Do you think they're engaging in any wizardry or druid craft?
I do. I believe that there's something magical, or, you know, spiritual or something out there. But the Bohemian, man, it's just it's a bunch of mystery. That's what I think. I know some powerful men in the in this world leaders that go there. I know that much.
Have you seen anything interesting about the Bohemian Grove since you've been here?
Well, there's been a lot of political protests and that sort of thing. But I don't really know much about that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It turns out not everyone feels too comfortable with the idea of a group of elites meeting in the secrecy of the woods to decide the fate of the rest of the country.
Workers at Bohemian Grove are suing the elite club for wage theft. In fact, one worker described members as obscenely wealthy with private jets, multi-million-dollar cars, $200,000 watches, homes on the beach in Malibu. They said that they would have to perform tasks that were beyond their job duties, including such as one instance where a billionaire member forgot to bring underwear to the camp and the valets were asked to hand wash it.
I remember when I was a child, my mom used to protest.
Really?
Yeah.
What was she protesting? Them coming here?
White men of privilege living exclusive lifestyles.
Okay.
Not sharing the wealth.
As I walked into a bookstore where the owner assured me he handpicked every book, something about this town felt off.
I do not.
You can't go to Bohemian.
Sure.
It's a Bohemian Club.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, like there's security and fences.
And they don't stay here.
No, they stay there. It's super interesting. I mean, and you can find a lot of stuff online. There's not a lot of published stuff about it because they're really secret.
But we've tried to go onto the grounds and been told us to leave.
Ooh. You think we try to get in? We'd get in?
I'd try. Try.
Yeah?
Yeah, try.
I don't know anything about the Bohemian Grove.
You can't go there.
Can't go there? Okay. You ever see them come through here?
No, not really.
No.
No, these guys are pretty secretive.
Same
All
video.
right. You try to get in there and get caught. Bye-bye.
I'm dead?
Must be. No, yeah, because
Very
he was running in the
They got
beginning.
security left and right there.
All right. Well, pray for me. See ya. You think they'll let me in?
You won't even get to the front gate, my friend. Not even a parking lot. They're that strict.
So So I headed down towards the nearby river to scout out a potential entryway via water. Bohemian Grove and all the way over those trees.
Got a canoe.
That was fast.
He canoed
We're looking
in.
to find an owl out here.
I do know if you go down
really
that
funny.
road and take a left, if you keep going, there's like a barricade. It's like a weird fence. It almost looks like a bunch of metal wrapped around it and everything. Really weird.
Creepy?
Kind of creepy. Almost like a Resident Evil kind of vibe.
Anything I should know about it?
Nah, not really. Other than it's highly security's always on patrol with them. We get people coming in for Bohemian and everything, and you can just tell about the cars and all that stuff. So
Lamborghinis or like SUVs?
a little bit of both.
For to see a Grove member, would you be able to recognize one?
Sometimes, like in the summer when they're there, because they have like certain they what is it, that all white thing sometimes.
They wear like all white garb?
Yeah, but not always.
That's a little bit spooky.
I know there's a bunch of hookers that stay over here while they're here.
Are they hot?
Yeah, but they charge way too much.
Are you Master Price?
I'll
be honest with me.
I'm thinking they ain't worth the bullshit to begin with.
I don't think so. Half of them know what they're doing around with, really.
Okay.
But I mean, mine looks like an ancient Sumerian god, and I'm sure you've seen this shit.
We saw an owl driving in here too on that little lodge.
Oh yeah. It's somehow related to it, but there's a lot of owls around here too.
What is Moloch? What's like the simplified version of it?
As far as I know, Moloch was some sort of Semitic god. I know they sacrificed children to him and stuff. The only one that we know about the big ritual there is they have that big owl statue, and they burn a child in effigy for the cremation of care.
Yeah. Do you think they're burning kids out there?
I think they have, possibly in the past.
Well, I've been back there before when I worked.
Really?
Yeah, I worked for a septic tank company. It's like the rich guys' kind of private hideaway. So it's like the old rich men. They want to act like they're Boy Scouts again. But the guards are dicks. So
dicks?
Yeah.
Won't let us in?
You try to recordthem, they'll be like, they'll try to grab the camera. They'll be like, "Oh, f- you guys!"
Actually?
Yeah. They get
They don't
pissed.
play around.
Really?
Do you think to go back there as a little kid and they can come after us? Like when I was like 10 years old, you could just crawl under a barbed wire fence because up front, it's not that. It's not like a prison or anything. It's not crazy, but they'd get pissed for sure.
There's a lot of rumors. I don't know what's true and what's not. I've never been there.
Just take a left and keep going. Then when they stop you, then they do it in the
Got it. After learning as much as I could from the locals and waiting until the cover of the night, it was now time to see if I could infiltrate the Grove using an inflatable kayak I bought off Amazon, avoid security, and
originally
make
just
my way to
released
the
this video
40-foot tall owl statue undetected.
without all this, just as it got so big, you have to take a photo of it.
It is 12. Like just this parking lot.
Yeah, let's just jump in, right?
We think you filled it all the way up? It's like sinking immediately. Okay, I'll give it a shot.
The only problem was, the moment I got in this kayak,
I don't know if it's gonna float, dude.
it filled up halfway with river water, soaking me entirely, and the current was so fast I was getting pulled downstream and had no chance of paddling upshore where I needed to go.
I'm getting swept out. I'm fucked. The current's too strong. The other side, and just walk it up. No, dude, I'm cooked. Did you make it across? No, dude. I'm getting sucked in. I'm fighting for survival right now, dude. I don't know where this leads. Got a branch. We're in the clear. I'm alive.
Can you just get out?
Dude, the current is fucking ridiculous. I'm halfway soaked in water right now. I'm definitely gonna get hypothermia.
I mean, the closest exit point, it's got to just be up and through the woods, essentially.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Branches are breaking. Something that looks climbable. I'm gonna try to get out.
Vegan, low fat, dude.
Is that vegan? Because there's wasps in that.
Wasp, sure. I'm just trying to climb up the hill and get out of here.
You know about
He's
that?
gone. I'm fighting for survival.
It's a weird
After
thing.
yanking myself out of the river and crawling
tell
my
you in a
way
minute,
through
or-
someone's backyard, I barely made it back to land. My kayak was swallowed by the river, and I had to think of another way to get in the grove.
Okay, sorry. We'll get back to the. Okay, there's wasps and fig mutants.
So there's not.
Oh, and pigs.
Yeah, because like the way that it's made, like the wasps are like necessary to help the plants propagate, I guess. So like the plant like consumes the wasp and like it becomes a part of it. but it's not like technically like you're eating wasps, but yeah, it like gets absorbed into it. It's really, but it's like an organic process. It's just really weird.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that? Eat it.
You're secondhand eating wasp right now.
Well, mid bite as you
Not
finish
vegan.
explaining it, he's like,
Yeah.
Before sunrise.
I've eaten some wasp. All good.
We need to re-strategize the game plan right now because I don't see any feasible way of going against the current all the way across there. I don't think it's possible. I thought it was going to end up in Russia.
Yeah, with the
river. I'm scared. Let's go. We need to re-strategize.
Yes.
I failed to get in through the Russian River via kayak, so now we're just going to bull rush straight through the mountains, jump over any fences if I see them, and hopefully not get caught. It's 2 a.m. We're running out of time before the sun rises. It's time to get this done. Cheers.
With 5 hours until sunrise, the plan was now to hike up the woods right to the left of the main entrance, stealth hike around the security through the mountains until I made it to the owl.
This is a curse. This is a cursed backup plan.
Oh, no.
We've paved a random mountain
Makes it so
road.
much better.
I'm thinking this is probably the plan we should have done from the start.
You might be right. The kayak was a death sentence out there. I'm surprised I didn't die or drown. The water was cold. I was full of water. Blake is legit gonna drop me off. I'm gonna rush into the mountains with no light, just straight up. For legal reasons, this is all generated by AI. I'm a little bit shell-shocked from that last experience, and I am afraid of how this plays out. I do not want to go to jail. That would suck.
Here into the woods and go up the mountain. You might be in someone's backyard. A light might turn on like a, motion detecting light.
Sure.
Just power through it, go up the hill until you're in the darkness. And
Right there. Go up, go straight.
up the mountain from here.
As I'm crouch hiking in pure darkness for 2 hours straight, I make it to this point on the map, and on my life, I hear what sounds like human feet crunching leaves in front of me, and so, just to double check, I wait in silence for 10 minutes. I hear nothing. I move 10 steps to my right. I stop. I listen. I hear the same sound of footsteps crushing through the brush and what sounds like a person going. At this point, I'm afraid for my life. So I run down the hill and decide to bum rush the main gate and see if I can sprint my way to the owl without getting caught by security.
whoa.
Oh.
Oh, dog.
I gotta run.
Freaking banshee dog.
Chihuahua ran at me.
Scared out of my mind, I ran as far as I could to Blake in the getaway car, sped back to our hotel to think of a final strategy to get into Bohemian Grove before sunrise.
Let's go. I met with the Chihuahua and I said, put your hands up. Actually,
2 hours until sunrise, I drove back to the hotel, drank a Red Bull, and decided I would have to try one last time.
okay, I'm going in. All right, brother, pray for me.
5 a.m. When I jumped the gate this time, the guards must have been asleep or taking a dump because no one saw me and I ran into the cover of the darkness towards the owl, making sure to turn my flashlight off to remain undetected.
Just gotta hop the gate and get out. He's close. He's so close.
All right, we made it in.
This is it. Truck just drove by.
As I planked on the ground, waiting for it to drive past me, he whips the car to the left, shining the light straight onto me, and I run.
I gotta go. Sure, he saw me. He just come on a little bit further, buddy.
Flashlight waving all around. Real low key.
Yeah.
Get out of there. I want to cut left.
You saying this is maybe not the right one?
No, here it is.
Oh, this isn't the right one.
Bohemian Grove Infiltration. Yeah, this one.
We're gonna stop because Braxton, as you pointed out, I'm sorry, the running with the the flash.
Yeah, just like flashing the light all around.
That's not low key.
Yeah.
Boo.
A steady hand while you're running.
Said he had a mask on, you know.
More
So
panic
this is
inducing.
4 months ago. So is this like the thing now? Or just people making like
Or is
fake
that
breaking
another-
into
No,
Bohemian?
because this one we've watched before. This is the one. This is the one.
Well, this one was from 3 weeks ago, and then the one that you saw was okay.
4 months, and we
Should I
watched it a while
find it?
ago. No, this is it. This is
Okay.
guaranteed. This is it because it showed that we watched it already.
All right, we'll turn it off. Let's,
Yeah, because it
What's
was
the word?
This is dorky.
Infiltration.
Yeah.
That's a much better title.
Have you guys ever seen that thing I mentioned earlier? The that ghost suckers from MDE.
Oh wait, so which bit is that? Because that's familiar, but I can't remember.
Okay, so that's newer. I think it's locked behind like the Gumroad stuff. I subscribed to that for a little bit for the podcast. But like it just popped on one day, like out of autoplay, and it was like it looks like straight up like it's something you'd see on True TV. They even do like fake or like they're just showing like really dumb commercials to go with it for like commercial breaks. It's an experience.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
No, it's pretty good. It's long-winded, but it's good.
We were thinking about subscribing to because PGL podcast. It's like been pretty interesting. Did you see what's his name from Kill Tony was on there?
Oh yeah, David Lucas.
Yeah, David Lucas.
Yeah, and Sam Hyde's voice just sounded like he'd been screaming.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, wait.
Cast iron.
Pause it. Rewind.
So this is the entry to Bohemian Grove.
This is the real one. Some other guy just ripped this guy off.
It's like a secret cult deep in the redwoods where they host super private meetings. Presidents have been here, super powerful people with tons of money. The plan is to infiltrate the site and see what's going on. I want to see the owl statue. We'll see if we can get in. The sun is about to set. I don't really feel comfortable doing this if it's not dark. I think the FBI is probably involved, CIA maybe. I mean, these are all rumors. I don't know, but whatever's going on in there, it's creepy. I'm not going to explore too much, and I'm definitely going to try to see that owl statue and where they do some sort of ritual. It's a man-made lake. It's a reservoir, and there's an owl statue right behind it. Yeah, so apparently the History Channel got arrested in the site really long time ago, but they did.
Who got that? Harry, go. Being in jail sucks.
When
I had my mugshot taken.
Alex Jones, he like snuck into the site really long time ago. He snuck like a camera into the grove.
The owl is in his leafy temple. Let all within the grove be reverent before him. Lift up your heads, O ye trees, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting spires. For behold, here is Bohemian shrine, and holy are the pillars of this house.
No, that right there is really, really sad
Alex
to see.
Jones just happened to be
Like an
able
old
to
growth
sneak
forest
in.
like that being completely destroyed and turned into a golf course.
This might be the best
He was
way.
able to get a
into
or
the
get
site.
a microphone
Water's
on the
deep,
scene.
and it's cold as fuck.
Good mic, yeah.
Chatting over there. That golden sun. Woohoo!
Oh wow, pretty.
We got the fucking kayak,
Yeah.
cast iron to use as a paddle. You know, I got to go through all this brush with this kayak to get to the river. We got through all the hard shit. That was not easy. This will be like the last time I use my flashlight until we actually get to the owl. There's a road over there, and there's actually a Bohemian Grove guest house thing, like right over there. The game plan is go over this mountain. Don't use the road, because that's exactly where they would expect me if I do trigger any sensors or cameras or anything. So go the super rough way over and down. And right now I have to deal with this big cliff with the kayak. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go. Made it down somehow. Kayak's in the water. I need to keep my voice down. Fuck, my kayak's getting away from me. Now to get in this thing without falling in the water. I'm in the kayak. I managed to only get my hand wet. Let's disembark my trusty cast iron.
Cast iron pan he uses to paddle with. It's pretty funny.
Why do I feel like this shit's sinking? Is this shit sinking? Yeah, we're in the thick of it now.
I hope there's no crafting monsters.
This is a kid's kayak.
Yeah, seriously, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, ooh, what has been spawned in that water?
Yeah.
Low fog on the water, and the moon is like, it might be a full moon tonight. So
It's gonna start changing.
So, I am now officially on Bohemian Grove land. There's a fishing pole right here. I think I gotta hide this kayak better just in case anybody comes down here to check out the beach for whatever reason. So, looks like there's an RV or a truck right there. I need to get the fuck in the trees right now before they see me or hear me. I got a feeling there's gonna be a shit ton of bushwhacking involved. And it's steep as fuck. Some prickly fucking bushes. Shit fucking hurts. Oh my. Yeah. That terrain is steep. We got a long way to go too. Yeah, look what I found. It's a little glowworm. Whoa. Hey buddy, here you go. This place is starting to freak me out. I'm hearing very weird noises. What the fuck was that noise? I'm imagining that the things making the noises are like people dressed in owl costumes. I did find a road. This might be a mistake using the road, but I'll try to be extra quiet. And if I hear anything, I'm definitely gonna just dive in the bushes and hide. Our first little fork in the road. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 options. That's where I came from. I'm leaning on it, going this way or that way. I'm gonna go this way. Lookout Mountain, Sunny Road Trail, Museum. Gate Lookout Chalet. There's like the first light museum. I think that might actually be the front entrance. I'm not sure. Alright, there's some sort of gate thing.
Gonna do that for one of the podcasts.
Hell yeah. Live cam, you breaking in somewhere.
This trail is leading me to the front entrance, and I'm trying to get over here. So I think I have to make my own trail and go this way. We're like 300, 400 feet away from the reservoir and the owl. Let's fucking go, man.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. All right. Hitting himself up. Hitting himself in the face.
Come on.
Oh my god.
It's got all. Oh wait, no, it's a different guy. I was gonna say he's got all that Red Bull in him.
Oh yeah. Jacked. Heart pounding already. Oh god.
Fuck it. I think it's probably okay. I guess we'll find out in a second here. Yeah, there's like lights on in some of these houses. What? Actual fuck. These are the bleachers. No way. I'm like scared to put my I'm scared to put my flashlight on it. Yeah, these are just, this is seating.
What is that?
It's just red light therapy. It's all good.
Some
Very helpful.
LED. Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah.
So I just shine my light in here, and all the lights just turned on.
Whoa.
It's so tempting to flash my flashlight right now.
I just wanna like.
Fuck. I'm not gonna. To flash my flashlight right now. It's so tempting to flash my flashlight right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a terrible person.
These are just all tables.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
You know, he was popping his head through that crack, or popping the camera through that crack. It'd be funny if there was a giant owl wing that just came through at him.
Ah!
Talon.
Dirty laundry. Ew. Don't do that.
Jeez.
Come on.
Josh Peck.
Turn your flashlight down so we can read it too, dill hole.
Wow.
Turns out it's all just wholesome.
Yeah.
Just a community center.
It's all symbolic.
Damn. They got a lot of people to feed in here.
It's where the abuelas make tamales.
Here. Statements backwards.
Is that a sauna or no?
Morgue.
Crematory. Crematory.
Yikes. Just leave all these lights on.
Okay. I think
This is where the pig monster comes out.
Fucking owl.
What was that?
So this is where the pig monster comes out.
Oh. The final boss gets the lowest level. Ooh.
Ooh, that smells.
Meat closet.
This flashlight is too bright. Read anything he points it at.
Yeah.
No errands or gloves in the restaurant.
Gotta check the toilets for leaks.
This is aprons, not errands. So this is apparently the reservoir. It's like super, super low. Where the fuck is the owl statue? Is that it?
Vaping over
that's
there?
it.
It's vaping.
Is that actually it? Yeah, there's like no water in this.
Off season. Whoa, yeah.
Or they got a new place
Yeah,
there.
here's where you see all the pictures online. And that's the owl statue.
Ooh, bold with that
Holy
flashlight.
fuck.
Gary, now's not a good time to cloud chuck.
Dude, I'm actually here. This is insane.
Oh, chill out.
No way. Bohemian Grove. I made it.
You're like, I can die now. I don't care. I'll just turn on my
I
bright.
actually made it.
Careful what you wish for.
It's all taking selfies.
Bohemian Grove, bitches. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. And if I turn this light for any longer, I might get fucked.
Yeah, dude. Ooh. Touch it.
Yeah. This is the owl statue.
Touch it.
What?
What the fuck?
It's the Ark of the Covenant.
Way.
Is it like a...
This is fucking cool. Oh, that's hollow.
Fiberglass. Not a real tree stump.
They need to fill this pond up.
They need to fill this pond up. These fools are slacking.
They do.
Oh, he's like, don't you guys have a
That's the
landscaper?
owl.
Yeah.
A bunch of ferns have grown on it.
That in it?
It's all hollow.
Yeah.
Wow. Those crosses on the ground.
Well, this is what I wanted to see.
Maintenance guy's got a YouTube channel. He's like, yeah, this is where all the weird stuff happens.
Oh, no way. You can go like behind the owl. got some
That's for smoke breaks.
Yeah. Hotbox the owl. All right, dude. Now you're getting cocky.
Well,
you guys think I could
it's
climb
time
that?
to leave this place now.
Yeah. Very true, Zed. Whoa. Climb it, climb it.
I don't know what they're doing with all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Boy Scout stuff.
Just pocketing a rock. Bohemian rock. This reminds me of that Slender Man game. You ever play that back in the day?
Seen stuff about it. That whole I get the appeal, but the whole creepypasta thing never really like. I don't know, like all the fanfic stuff. I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely see that. Start finding like
It's like-
little piece of paper in the woods.
Yeah. Well, the game, you're just like in darkness and you have just a flashlight. It looks just like this, though.
Yeah, static starts closing in. That'd be a perfect timing for that.
Yeah. I feel like if it was a little younger and that stuff got popular, we'd
See
probably
Bohemian Grove. Maybe I'll be back one day. I doubt it.
maybe I'll be
But
back.
yeah, shout out to Reckless Ben. Gave me a little bit of info on how to infiltrate this place.
Shout out to all my Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
Goes to the list.
Dude, don't say that while you're on the ground still. They can hear you.
Yeah. Like you're around these these ominous lights now. Well, I mean they're just regular little lanterns, but still.
Still. Whoa.
Some dude's taking a dump in there.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Where the elites take shits.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is nice. I don't know why the light's on. There's like tons of little houses. I guess that makes sense.
See, this is sketchier than being out by all the fake effigy and all that stuff. This is where people could actually be out and about.
Yeah, like walking around on the grounds.
Yeah, like that's a scenic little like leisure path to take, I would imagine.
Yeah. I said he's getting cocky. I guess.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
Did you guys lose your camera?
Yeah.
It might pop up.
Musician's entrance.
Oh, Kid Rock went through there.
That's the guest house. Oh, there's a car right there. Yeah, go back to the fuck with this place. I don't know why all the lights are on. It's like fucking 2:30 a.m. Oh shit! Monitored by video camera. Oh, there's a camera right on me.
Do they have Kangen water?
Beach access closed. Well, bro,
It's a valid question.
there should be like a guard sitting in here, probably. It might be closed,
They have bougie.
but
Yeah.
I need to get back to my kayak. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, they turn their light off.
I'm not sure which way I should go.
He tried,
It's one hell of a bridge.
Dress up like a celebrity, at least.
Yeah.
At least you got an alibi.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Either.
that's just motion activated, and it's not like a sensor that will notify anybody. You just have to be careful going in. Coming out, you can be a little bit less careful, as you can see, because you're leaving.
Oh, yeah.
You're coming in.
You could still get caught.
Because you're leaving. It's all good when you're leaving. They can't.
Yeah, they know.
They can't shoot you in the back legally if you're leaving.
You're actually, protected.
This fog is insane. You can barely see the huge trees.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's where you get rushed by something.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
No.
It's foggy as shit. I don't know where my freaking kayak is. I'm stuck on Bohemian Grove property. This is not good. So
Yeah,
I walked by this, but I don't think this is where I came from. There's like so many logs. Yeah, I gotta be further down. There's gotta be. Okay, there's the truck. Now where the fuck is the kayak? This isn't fucking funny anymore. I need to find that.
Guys, stop moving around.
Seriously.
Serious. Knock it off.
Okay. I think these are my footprints. Yep. Dude, I can't see jack shit. This fog is so dense. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's foggy in NorCal, that's for sure.
Cast iron.
Bill Gates side project. He brings the theatrics.
It's like a little girl's kayak. That's why it's sinking.
Incognito.
Okay.
Way too small for him.
Now I can be not a stealth.
Because I'm leaving. It's cool.
Because I'm officially
in a boat.
Off Grove property.
Full brightness, my headlamp. That's all good. I'm leaving.
Don't shoot him on the boat, guys. Knock it off.
I think I gotta turn slightly right. Yeah, my beach is over there.
Wasp Newton.
Yeah,
Cleaning up wasp junk.
Punching on wasps.
I thought they tasted a little meaty.
No.
Can't believe I'm using a cast iron as a paddle. Oh, okay. Just like that. And the fog
is gone.
Has nearly disappeared.
It's because it knows you're
Oh
leaving.
shit. Oh shit. Dude, why do I feel like I'm like way too big for this and the water's like right fucking behind me.
You're on a little girl kayak, dude.
Oh god, I just got it down my pants. Fuck.
I feel like an idiot now.
All right. Oh shit. All right, coming in. Fuck, coming in hot. All right. Touchdown. Well, I'm happy with that. See you guys in the next video, I guess. Peace, love.
Plur.
Plur.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I bet that works. What is he doing
Is
now?
he gonna get the other side? Or is
Oh yeah. Yeah. And he's dragging his mini
Wow.
kayak. How many views does that have?
This video, let's see. 2.3 mil views.
That's less than
4
the guy
months
who just
ago.
knocked him off.
Well, because the other guy was slicker, better
Yeah.
edits, better, like, you know. And then he did the interviews of the locals too first, like Blair Witch
Yeah, that's
style.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Everybody's worked there.
Yeah, that was
Everyone in the whole city.
I can't.
Just everybody had like they've just all been on unemployment, and they're like, oh yeah, they treated us good.
Was that part 2?
What is there? They trade us good, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so from 2 months ago, this was 4 months ago. 2 months ago, Bohemian Grove Infiltration Part 2.
Okay.
This.
2 hours.
Just got dropped off.
It's crazy.
How many views?
I'm here at the entrance of Bohemian Grove, and we're gonna do this thing.
So I'm out here again. I'm pretty close to the entrance of Bohemian Grove. We're going to be trying to infiltrate the site. This is Bohemian Grove Infiltration Part 2. Yeah, this should be fun. I was on the Joe Rogan podcast a few weeks ago. And
Okay.
Joe Rogan
Dude,
2078
are you kidding me?
called me a loon. He called me a crazy person for using a cast iron
Now
pan.
it feels a little questionable.
You know, it was the only
Wait.
Yikes.
So this was not planned.
And like,
That's
how did
crazy.
he get away with this? How did they not press charges?
How did they not beef up the security a little?
Filmed himself trespassing.
Yeah, that's a little coincidental.
I've actually heard it's very hard to trespass people, even if you have signs and shit like that. It's really weird.
Like to prosecute?
Yeah.
Oh. What were you gonna say, Braxton?
I was gonna say it's kind of like serendipitous that the video we were covering before this talks about how all these people are just coincidentally connected, and then he's like, I was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
It's like that's
I'm tripping.
now it feels about as real as like Alex Jones when you start to like kind of put things into perspective. His little almost like invitation to take the kayak out.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Tripping balls. All right.
And he managed to pull off 2 hours
using a cast iron pan.
Yeah.
2
hours.
hours.
It was the only paddle that I had available at the time. This was a last minute mission that I wanted to do. Yeah, I didn't have a paddle. So it was the only paddle like thing I had on me. So I had to use what I had to do what I had to do. I think the cast iron worked pretty well, but this time we're not going to be going across the river because there's been a lot of rain in the last few weeks, and that would be a really stupid idea because the water is rushing super fast. So we're going to be trying to go by foot. We're going to be probably army crawling around the security booth.
Yeah, your clearance got upgraded.
Yeah,
You
that's
just walk
pretty
out.
much it.
Got the press pass. It's all
Yeah,
good.
he just flashes it real quick, like, but pretend like you're trying to get me.
Yeah. What if there's like a elite streaming service where like globalist type people, it's like Netflix for them, where like they go and it's like the hate to say it, but it's like the Goyim category. So they're like, oh yeah, this guy
That
convinced
car's a little
everybody.
Yeah.
Here is the entrance
That'd be a plot twist.
of the Grove right here. Bohemian Avenue and Railroad Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Jeff. We'll have to check out.
There's probably cameras this way. There's got to be cameras.
Gotta find this dude's episode now on the
Those are pretty
or on the
big
JRE
floodlights.
podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, camera.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any sensors or cameras. Just these floodlights. But I'm definitely not going to walk this road. I'm going to go through the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This is all hella flooded.
Hella.
I don't know how I'm going to do this without getting my shoes wet.
2 hours. Yeah, that's great. One and a half speed.
What the fuck is that?
Ninjas.
There we go.
I mean... Oh, shit. I think it's a motion. I think that's a motion sensor. It just blinked red.
Oh, motion sensor.
Does make me wonder what those most watched spots are on the little the little timeline bar.
Oh yeah.
Those can be a good hint as to like the parts that are worth watching if it's like way too long.
Oh, can you drag it? Yeah. Oh, the owl.
The owl.
Oh. Oh, really? Trouble.
See, they probably send out like some kind of like a group text to everybody, like, okay, this guy's gonna be like recording in here,
Yeah,
so
stand down.
yeah.
Don't mess with him.
Don't be doing anything weird out there, or if you do, make sure it gets on camera and you're covered up.
Okay, so we're pretty deep into the site right now. And we're trying to get to this red dot right here.
I'm trying to find out this kid's name to find his JRE episode.
Yeah. So I'm going to make my way down here.
Yeah,
And then
good luck
continue on these
finding
logging
that.
roads until we get to this red pin right here. And we are right here. At the
What's the name of the video again? Or just Bohemian Grove Infiltration?
Eddie, Jesus Christ. Both of them.
Kid Rock punched someone at Bohemian Grove. Wow.
I wonder if he didn't put it up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That you got on video.
Part of the video?
Yeah, that thing just fucking fell.
Weird.
This is like rotting wood.
I like the thing with that.
I did not mean to do that.
Not very interesting.
That was part of the video. It was sped up. Here's someone like yelling at him.
Okay, we're
Or
trying
he
to
was
go
just
up
making a
there,
joke. He wasn't
yonder,
scary.
that direction.
Yeah.
There's a house up there with lights. There's a house up there with lights. And there's a bunch of facilities over in that direction.
I mean, 2.3 million views.
There's a
though.
road over there. We could potentially
No.
go over there.
That's not
and then
anymore.
Unless
go
he's
around
inherently
and try to get up
interesting.
there.
No.
Or we could just hike up this little hill.
Just some.
I definitely want to see if this is
2
unlocked.
hours. You wouldn't think it'd get that many views.
Well, this one has like 800,000, like almost 900,000.
Why is that blurry right there? Why was he blurring that out?
Was it blurred out? There was a couple. Oh, well, he got to the entrance in the beginning of the video. He showed a clip and it was really bad.
Whoa.
Peter F. Dune, original founder of Camp Hideaway, who art now in yet another heaven.
Lift the light so we can see it.
I know.
Hideaway Camp founders, Red Martin and Artie Dune.
Oh, I can't see it. Ah.
That looks like a really old picture. 1927.
Taking pics. How do you do? Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that Tony Hawk? The top left?
Oh my god, that really looks like Tony Hawk. Look at this dude's face. His little like
Yikes.
lower left. His little like ooh. Ooh. And
It's
then
like-
dude in the middle's legs.
Well, they're the names. Is Tony Hawk on there?
Yeah.
Bill Schumann.
95.
Something Scott. Dude, maybe it's the clone theory. Maybe Tony Hawk's a clone from whoever that dude is. What the hell?
They just wanted his likeness on somebody who was rad back in the 90s.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we need like a cool one. We'll just use this template.
Yeah.
Use old Tony Scott or whatever that says.
Why does Daryl Orr sound
Hideaway
familiar?
leadership.
Daryl Ford.
Wow.
Daryl Orr. ORR.
Oh. Or.
It sounds familiar for some reason.
Look it up.
So this dude's channel says he's a CGI artist.
What was that?
This dude's channel says he's a CGI artist.
There's
Oh.
the Camp Hideaway book.
Huh, interesting. Dancer?
Yeah, Dancer 1. Where'd you find that?
The Last Man Who Knew Everything. Bohemian Club library notes.
Last one who did everything.
Just
Playboy mag at the bottom.
Yeah. He's just doing like a free slideshow presentation.
Basically.
Damn, that bottom shelf is locked.
Break it open. Break it open. I mean, I do that.
Prove it's real. Little B&E breaking and entering.
Oh, wow. That looks like there's no date on this.
That looks like my mom.
Dude, there is a lot of shit.
World. Mom?
This is like October 26, 2000. This is like
attempt to. Whoop. Oh shit! I saw an owl.
Oh my god, dude!
Fix these stairs.
The moss. The moss on these stairs
Illuminati
are fucking deadly.
Don't push it over.
Take it.
It's good, buddy.
Screw this out.
Yeah.
Oh, they're tarp campers. I see. Debatable.
Captain William C. Green, quarter Z.
What the hell? What's
Bath
the,
towels.
oh, it's himself.
Some reckless abandon in this.
Yeah. Yeah, how about check up in yeah, check a bin.
Let's see if there's actually blankets in here. Okay.
Real thorough.
Yeah.
Probably some ancient genie in here. Leave that.
Yeah.
Christmas in Bohemia. Come as children, little children. 1997.
What?
That is a sinister
Play with an owl?
fucking what the fuck.
Whoa. You see that?
Yeah. Santa Claus.
I don't know, man.
Like the owl?
This shit is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Hermaphrodite Santa giving birth.
Whoa. Oh my god. Always comes full circle.
Kind of want to check what's in those boxes, but
I feel like rummaging through some other things though.
Yeah.
They told me if it's stacked up high, don't even bother.
Hey, Dorn.
Hey.
Oh, here's some more encampment cards. 2018, 2017, 2013,
little
2012,
cabins they come back
2011,
to.
2010,
Jeez.
09,
What a
all the way to
freaking
04.
Like tabs for your cabin.
Bunch of golf
Yeah, or
balls.
just the dude who like goes to Bohemian Grove every year for the past 11 years.
Damn.
Like
None of the
$200.
other dudes probably like
Fucking-
with him.
What's that?
None of the other
fuck
dudes
is this
probably like
shit?
hanging out with him. He's like, oh god, like Daniel. So like he's just like overly excited about it.
Yeah. Guys, no chill. Can't take them anywhere.
Who's this guy? You got some explaining to do, buddy. David T. Malouf. Christianity Matters.
He just picked one random person's business card and fight that guy.
Yeah.
Cremation of Care, July 18th, 98. The Space Case. An Evening on the Rivers Road, 1998.
Ooh, shit. Whoa.
I still could not find this guy when I was looking for him on the on like the Joe Rogan
Savannah's just
podcast.
open.
I think he's lying.
Maybe maybe it's a joke or just like
I think he's joking.
yeah.
Might be.
Because that's his first video
Oh,
since
shit.
the biggest video he's ever made. So he's all
Oh, is that
famous now.
Gadsden?
Beavis Gadsden.
Is it really? It's Gadsden.
Some dude's gonna come running out with a t-shirt over his head. I'm Cornholio.
Yeah. Oh, hi, come in.
Come in, get some coffee.
There's a security guard right there.
You just wave me on, I'm good.
Yeah. I showed him my path.
And he's passed out. He was passed out asleep.
Somebody incapacitated him.
That's fucking
Little dark
hilarious.
in his neck from far.
Yeah, I peeked my head over that window, and there was a security guard, and he was just sleeping, and there was a cat like right next to him.
Yeah, guaranteed there's only one person watching this day.
Yeah.
If they're guests there, then they call in and they have no security. But
It seems like off-season stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already been here. Fuck.
Ooh, Sprite.
$2 million views, they go night vision. It's got the budget. It's like a nice
Dude, I kind of want
Airbnb.
to take a shower right now. That'd be kind of funny.
Sounds like it. Like, you probably want to stay away from the place that has a generator running.
Yeah, right?
Like, none of this makes sense where you pick it apart.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to slip again? Jeez, with this moss. Scary coat.
I'm going to sue these people. Walk in on something he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Well, that's not child friendly. Gonna have to blur that.
What?
What is it?
What is it?
Kind of understood the Bohemian Grove's not like child friendly. Is that a? Oh, I was like, is that a dude? Dude, get out of here! What are you doing?
Yeah.
Urban art?
Must be.
I mean, if these are all weird, like, gangbang rooms, makes sense that there's weird curvy art on the walls, maybe. Get things going, you know.
He's gonna find the urban themed cabins, the P Diddy freak off cabins.
Oh.
Vibrator?
It kind of looks like a. That's what would go in it.
No way.
What is it?
No way. Are these cigars?
These are cigars.
Okay, no way. Cigars.
Shout out to Joe Rogan, man.
Wow.
Just smoking a cigar.
Cigar box.
There's no cigars in here, though.
No way.
Somebody smoked all of them.
Didn't even leave one for me. That would have made for really good content if he was walking around smoking a cigar he found on the property.
Yeah, right.
It's a pretty nice little power cord.
What?
Bro, cigar boxes and power strips.
Nice power strip. I might take it.
That's good.
I actually bought the nice ones instead of just buying the one. Fucking PCO.
Fire! Where do they buy this? Home Depot? Whoa, they're much more like me than I thought.
Damn, 3 beds.
Whoa.
Man, if those walls could talk.
Yeah.
This spot looks pretty lived in.
I'm not gonna lie.
Inside job? What is that?
This is kind of sus.
What, phone chargers? What's the magazine?
Yeah, what's that? These cables are sus.
Oh, these guys
There's
use
like a lot
Android
of shit in here.
It's like a lot of personal stuff.
Yeah. What is that
Or
thing that
it's
says
just
inside
camp
job?
Yeah. A Zune charger? Really?
Whoa.
They still make those?
Oh, wow. Cabernet Sauvignon.
What year?
He's not even looking at the cool stuff. Like the interesting stuff.
Dumbbells.
Bed.
Yeah.
Don't look at that. There's a bag in there.
Don't look at that. Yep.
There you go,
There.
you go.
Oh, another one of those power strips.
Yeah, this is
What is it?
Schnitzer.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Schnitzer. Yeah. I know what that is. Just skip over that. Next thing. Oh, spiders. I'm scared of spiders.
Well, it's got to be Domino's. Yep.
Domino's? Whoa. I missed that.
Oh, drawers underneath there.
Oh, is that a chessboard? Yeah, it
Dude,
is.
you got Battleship?
That's crazy.
Next floor?
That's nice.
Yeah.
This shit's fucking heavy as fuck. That's a nice chessboard.
Weird. Weird.
It's like a police search where the cops suspiciously find something.
2019
So
encampment.
I think that's what like some of the what's nice about watching this is almost like because it's like okay, it's the elite, so we're like getting to like do like the cops do to like
Walking.
people. It's like
Bohemian's home.
go through their shit without a
The
warrant.
guide to the Bohemian
Yeah.
Grove backcountry.
Mercilessly.
Looks like they got a private reserve Cabernet
British
Sauvignon.
flag.
Nobody really cares about the wines and the wine and cigar boxes.
It's so funny when he stops and makes that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that? No.
Suspiciously less curious in this one.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on with that generator.
Yeah, seriously. I'll slip again.
Don't go down those stairs.
Whoa. Got to do some parkour? What is going on? Alright, I'm gonna hotwire this truck. What? The keys in?
What about it? Well, I guess it wouldn't be a car alarm, but I mean, it's just. That's just really weird how, like, not careful he's being.
Oh, what?
Lights are on.
Lights are on? Yeah.
Point the light at the generator directly.
I'm gonna go to the generator. With the owl. He's looking over a witch.
Oh, is he back at that one place again?
Oh, and here it is again.
Okay.
It's a lot louder this time around. And they've been doing some construction.
They heard my criticisms in my last video, and so they're updating the place.
Yeah. We're doing some maintenance now because they did not like the harsh criticism. It's like the same stuff as the last time, isn't it?
To
Yeah.
remember Richard Hotaling, High Priest at this altar.
Well, that was a sacred rock. Been there for a while.
You know, I've always wanted to piss on an altar. Oh yeah, here's the owl statue and the altar. There's a cross over there.
Ah, there was a
Let's fucking take a whiz right on the owl.
Oh my god.
Just a water bottle.
Yeah. Using a water bottle with a
Think of,
hole poked in the cap.
It would have been funny if he slipped right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
What is that it's reminding me of? Like, just the idea of just given, being given like a full access, like off-season pass and just go check it out. Like, nothing's going on. You can do whatever.
This video. I know, I'm waiting. You have to press tap. Yeah, press tap. Oh, there's the generator. Yeah, exactly. Turn off
Shut
the
the
generator.
generator
Turn it off.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Yeah. Take the generator apart, pee on it, then get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, there shouldn't be too much to worry about back here. We're like extremely deep in the grove.
It's one of the most replayed parts of the video.
Compass.
And you'd think if we were going to have any problems, we would have already had problems.
Oh, I thought it was his wiener. I'm like,
But-
what? Blurt out.
Blurt out the
I
other
guess
stuff. Pee on the owl compass.
we'll just have to find out.
Yeah. He just starts pissing on everything.
Yeah. That's all the most watched spots. Now he's just peeing on everything because he can. You gotta do something about these bats out here.
Holy shit.
What now?
Security has seen me.
Oh, is he
This is
underwater?
not good.
Did he get into a little tussle with security there and they just ran off?
Oh no.
Could have at least explained why he started flailing.
Yeah, what happened?
Got my mic cord all racked up.
Yeah.
3 or 4 lights down there. Flashlights. I think they're like climbing up the mountain trying to find me. This is fucked up. I'm not sure if it's cops or security. All right, so security pulled up on me.
Security?
And I'm kind of like trapped.
Okay, so the rest of the video, it just nothing really. That was the most replayed or most watched part of the video, and then let me guess, he gets out just fine.
Just like the last time I came out here to the Grove, there's this girl, man. There's this girl who's special, man. She's special to me.
Okay,
And-
okay, bro. Okay.
I was thinking about proposing to her out here.
Getting sentimental.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta eat. What were you gonna say?
Oh, bad joke. I was gonna say this time we'll both take a dump on the altar and it'll be special. Be
Like,
special
how do we
occasion.
escalate it?
Yeah.
Take a dump in the gold bowl. That's your goal.
Gotta get more
my
views
God.
to pay for it.
Man, I gotta do. Was he just making a joke? He must have been just making a joke about being on Jerry. I don't know.
It seems like it, but it would make
pretty
sense though in a weird way.
I know, right? Like I could believe it, but then I guess not.
Yeah, it's strange. Well,
We got.
we'll say next
Did
week
we
when oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking. Jeffrey just asked if we finished the math thing. Pretty much. There's another few minutes, but yeah, we pretty much wrapped it up.
Hmm.
What were we saying?
I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. It's all good.
Shit.
Dumbass.
Oh wow.
Hey, I'm running on fumes with caffeine and lion's mane mushrooms right now.
Oh whoa.
It's a weird mix.
Weird mix, yeah. Adrenaline, but like enhanced brain power from the lion's mane.
Yeah, like the caffeine's like making it like what do you call it? Like bad gasoline, but then the mushrooms are like forcing it through.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Strange combo.
Forced injection of drugs, mate. Straight drugs. No, I like caffeine. I understand.
I did get some stuff to I got a starter culture to try to make some kombucha though.
Dope.
Ooh, fun.
Try my hand at that because this stuff's getting
Did
way
you get
too
Kobe?
Yeah. It's like a pack that has like scobies in it.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, natural.
And
food
every
stuff.
time you make a batch, you can take that SCOBY and use it again.
Yeah.
they duplicate. They you just keep making more.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like you have the big one, and then you have like the little new ones. And this one's actually this is a cola one, Zen. Really good. I like the root beer one too, but the cola's got a little more of like I don't know, it tastes more like a soda, I guess.
Oh, never tried that.
Yeah, it's a little more spendy, but not really by that much. But if you find it at like a good grocery store, it's like $3.50, $4.
Yeah, I tend to go for like the more flavored kombuchas just because like honestly, I've never been like a huge fan. So I usually will go for like the very like super fruity ones, but cola sounds good. Like that could work.
Yeah.
Grape is the best.
GT grape.
Oh, grape. That'd be good.
Can't go wrong with grape.
My favorite one so far is I think it's like Tropical Paradise or something, or like Island Bliss, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, that's the one with the that's our favorite one.
Is that? I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's like a really colorful label. Kind of.
Yeah, and it's like it's almost like orange juice mixed with like pineapple juice.
Is that what it is?
Whoa,
Yeah.
no, that's different.
It might, my flavor palette might be off. Maybe I think it's the same one though. I don't know. I drink a lot of kombucha, and I'm like really in need of making my own because I could easily go through like $20 in a day, like getting like a big bottle and then like a couple little.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Grow your own.
Yeah, I have to get some tips from Zen.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, he used to brew it.
Cool.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. And yeah, have a good one.
The book club.
Oh yeah, book club. I wanted to get to whatever. We'll get to it next week.
Oh.
All right. Bye, guys.
You guys have a good night.
You too.
Whoosh.